Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. The Mustache Man here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, don't forget to hit the sub and like button if you enjoy the content. Show your support to the channel and make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when a new video is released or a live stream is happening. So guys, today in this video we're going to talk about my boy Electro. Electro was added in the update Far From Home and is a new meta for Allen's Battle Extreme. Speed super villain, about 15 to 20% stronger than Karat, so a very nice change. That is for sure, guys. That is for sure. Although I feel a little bit underwhelming because of one thing. Its fifth skill will randomly target. At the end of fifth skill, the big blue balls will randomly target anything in the room instead of going directly to your target. And I think that if they just fix that little thing, that'll make this guy so much stronger, so much better. I think that's a big mistake they made in building these characters. I don't know if that was wanted or not, but in my personal opinion, guys, when you're targeting something, your skill should be happening to that target, not to something random around you. And I think that most people totally agree with me, because that's the kind of feedback I've been getting on this guy. But overall, this guy is very strong. Both PvE, PvP, this guy can actually get the job done. He got so much iframe, so many iframes, so much damage that this guy is good for both game modes: World Boss Ultimate, Shadowland, Allen's Battle Extreme, Allen Conquest. I don't see this guy not performing well. We did test him in Timeline Battle to see the comparison with Allen Conquest a little bit, and he was actually able to take down Captain America at tier 3 with CDP of Destruction. So that kind of gives you the idea of the damage output this guy can actually still do in the PvP if he gets to use his skill. So if you do have immunity to guard break on this guy for PvP, like a CTP of Destruction, that could actually make this guy very strong for both game modes at the same time. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is that we're gonna take a quick look at his build, skills, explain his rotation a little bit, then we're gonna jump into the gameplay section where we have World Boss Ultimate, a body mod 45, we have story mode 13.1 on autoplay, and we have a timeline battle on autoplay to see how he actually perform in autoplay. And unlike Molten Man, which I reviewed a little bit earlier today, guys, the skill priority on this guy is actually pretty solid. He uses fifth skill a lot on autoplay, which pretty much is a big difference. His best skills being used compared to Molten Man, that his best skills is not really getting used to help him survive properly. So that's the difference. This guy AI play is good compared to Molten Man, that is not good. And I wish they will just code every single character in a good way. When it's AI play, I think it should be basic. Every character should be at their best when they are controlled by the AI, but Netmarble is stupid, so we cannot expect too much from them, right? Anyway, let's get started with this build. So rank 192. Again, we have a bunch of mythical Euro on him to maximize his stats as much as possible, and we can unequip with as soon as we're done with this video. So that's the advantage right now. If we look at his stats here, we have max cooldown, maxing or defense 26%, lightning damage, max critical damage, we have critical rate 57%, attack speed 128%, energy attack is at 26,153. Obviously, he has his own leadership, so that very help him with his energy damage here, that's for sure. Small abilities here, we have increased damage dealt to superhero type characters by 4%, lightning damage increased by 3%, lightning resist by 10%, and he is a Sinister 6 character, so meaning his leadership actually works on him. Why only on him? Well, on him in all Sinister 6. His leadership is really linked to Sinister 6, guys. See? Apply to Sinister 6 allies, increase all attack by 40%, all defense by 40%, and all speed by 10%. So that's pretty much what his leadership does. So that Sinister 6 tagged in the abilities is very important. Now if we look at the easel set, we're running with Overdrive on him. I think it's the best easel set for him, and I was lucky enough to get that first. We have set bonus stage 6 in effect, so nothing special here. We have 8.5% all attack, all defense, critical rate, critical damage, and we have 8.1% ignore defense. Activation rate, 12% chance when attacking, plus 20% increase of all attack for 20 seconds, with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. Custom gear, we're running with a pretty strong custom gear actually. I had that playing around on my Thor, so I decided to strip it from Thor since I don't use Thor anymore anywhere. Except Shadowlands. So we have critical damage 31%, lightning damage 23.5%, and a 200% damage proc, which make this guy pretty damn solid with this obelisk in Alliance Battle Extreme and in World Boss Ultimate. Alliance Battle Extreme, I'm actually getting close to people using a CTP of energy with that. I'm about 5% short of people using a CTP of energy in Alliance Battle Extreme Speed Supervillain, so I had no problems with this obelisk at all, guys, that's for sure. Very, very strong obelisk. Now if we take a quick look at his skills, guys, first is tier 2 passive, guaranteed dodge 20%, can be quite useful on survivability. Not that useful though, it will need to be much higher for being more useful obviously. Is tier 1 passive, is applied to self, 70% chance to become immune to lightning damage. Dodge rate increased by 15%, applied to all allies, increase lightning damage by 15%. If we look at his leadership, already look at it, but let's look at it again. We have increased all attack by 40%, defense by 40%, and speed by 10%, but only applied to Sinister 6 allies. So the characters with that little tag in this ability here, Sinister 6, that's all, is the only way you can actually have that leadership work on a character. If we look at the other skills, what's the best skills to have the proc first? Is the 5th skill. 5th skill is the best skill for the proc. You're gonna get a massive damage on this skill, and you're gonna get increased all attack by 20%, all speed by 1%, critical rate by 20%, which here the critical rate by 20% tells you that the critical rate cap on this guy is 55%, and removing capacitation. In fact, capacitation is a debuff you can get on yourself that actually block you from being able to use buff on yourself. So by removing that, you guarantee yourself to be able to put those those all attack buff and shit on you. Plus this skill also increase your lightning damage by 30% for 5 seconds, so a huge skill. Also, when you use this skill, you can actually cancel it as soon as a big blue ball appear on the screen, so that's the way to do it. Then you have the 4th skill here. A 4th skill, 10% decrease of lightning resistance, can stack up to max 45%. This works the same exact way as all defense down, guys. Decrease all speed of target by 15%, and you have a offensive accumulated damage here. So when you are attacking, no, it's the defensive, my bad, I'm misleading with Mysterio here. So you have accumulated damage from taking damage. So after you use that 4th skill, pretty much you want to use skills that will give you some extra survivability, so you can actually take some damage and do more damage. So like, you're gonna use that 4th skill, then you're gonna use that 2nd skill to take a beating while you channeling that skill with your guard it active on yourself. Then when the guard hit is over, you're gonna go back with your 3rd skill to go in iframe and get your survivability. Then you're gonna come back with your 5th skill, which will do more damage at that point because you got that accumulated damage going on non-stop, since the cooldown on it is 10 seconds, and the cooldown on your skill, well, the duration is 10 seconds, the cooldown on your skill is 10 seconds. It's always up as long as you use that 4th skill on cooldown. So that covers the 4th skill. The 3rd skill doesn't do anything special, but put you in iframe, a safe spot, that's for sure. 2nd skill is actually lasts a little longer than people will expect. There's 2 parts in that 2nd skill. So first, push his hands forward and do 1 damage. Then we'll do a second time and do a different skill animation in the same skill for a little bit of extra damage. You're also gonna get guards against it for 5 hits for 3 seconds. So basically you want to stay there for about 2 seconds before you cancel into the third skill. And then you have the first skill. First skill is a good survivability skill because pretty much you will jump through the target and just move to the other side of the target. Very useful in Wall Boss Ultimate when the body mod is about to drop purple stuff on you and you're standing on the other side. You'd use that skill and you just move to the other side and be in a safe spot. So a very good survivability skill, but the damage is not really there, to be honest. Not really there. Now the rotation for Alliance Battle Extreme, for people wondering about that rotation, is pretty simple. It's 5 cancel when the blue ball is up, 4 when you land back down. You go with 2 less the 2 second skills go for about 2 seconds. Cancel with the third skill. When the third skill is about to be over, you cancel with the first skills. Then you go back to your rotation and you don't really worry about the proc in Alliance Battle Extreme. Now when you play this guy in the Wall Boss Ultimate, it's a little bit different because a body mod does not react like the beast does. So the rotation I was kind of running with was 5th skill proc. I always wanted to have your proc on your 5th skill in Wall Boss Ultimate. Then I will go with the 3rd skill to go in iframe. The 3rd skill to go in iframe. Then I'll go with the 2nd skill. Then I'll use the 4th skill to put that lightning decrease lightning resistance on the target as much as possible before I use my proc on my 5th skill. And sometimes the proc will go on the 4th skill, some on the 5th skill. You do have your purple button that sometimes gonna use the 5th skill, so RNG has to be a big part of it, but you're gonna see in the gameplay section, guys, as the more you use that proc on the 5th skill, the more damage you're going to do in Wall Boss Ultimate. And if you look at my Alliance Battle Extreme guide on this guy, you can see that running without worrying the proc was actually the best option on there, that's for sure. But in Wall Boss Ultimate, that proc needs to be synced, as the damage is a lot more important to be on one certain skill, as you're going to get canceled on so many skills. You want that skill to at least have that damage proc. So that's pretty much it for this guy, guys. A little bit of this rotation, but you're gonna see it more into the gameplay, obviously. So again, we're gonna start with the gameplay of Wall Boss Ultimate, a body mod 45, then story mode 13-1 autoplay, and timeline battle on autoplay, where you can actually see this fella one shot the Captain America tier 3 with CTP of Destruction. So that is a quite interesting gameplay to actually get to see today, guys. So again, guys, don't forget to hit the sub and the like button if you enjoy the content. Show your support to the channel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the gameplay too. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.
perfect 10? What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Oh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. 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 Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. 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 Oh, yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face. I stood and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. And if I say it enough,